This woman has been having a mental breakdown due to this marital delay, which was fast becoming a norm in her family. But God, in His infinite mercies, who reveals to redeem, located this woman through the man of God, Snr Prophet G.F. Adetuberu.
You were crying last week because you celebrated 33 birthday.
Yes, sir.
33,
last week, Saturday, sir.
33 birthday.
33 years birthday, sir.
33rd.
Yes, sir. 33rd,
33.
Yes.
And you say no relationship, no man look me, no man love me, and you were crying all night. Nobody can say happy birthday, my love. You okay? Don't worry. This is your next birthday. This is your next, because in the family you don't let anybody marry.
Yes, sir.
The one that marry, is said that husband will die or they will not have children.
Yes. Husband, no child. The second one, the husband is dead. The third one, two of us. My middle sister, she's going to be 36.
No husband. This is generational curse. Come out of that body, you generational curse. Now, you can hear me, you know He's talking to you. I summon you into this one for judgment by fire. Now. What happened? What happened? Let me ask in Yoruba. So what are you doing to the women in the family? I think they are even all girls. What are you doing to the women in our family?
They can't get married.
Why?
They are mine.
How?
They are all mine.
How?
They are all mine.
How many girls are in the family?
They're up to 16.
And all of them are without husband.
The one that is married, they're just living in poverty. The one that are not married, they can't just get married. The married ones that are happy, husband died.
How long have you been dealing with this family? Answer me. Don't waste time. I don't have time.
Yeah, for a very long.
What is your name?
For a very long time.
What is your name?
I am the lion.
Lion.
Yes.
Lion of their family.
Yes. The idol.
Out of that body. You're back on the floor. I release the girls in this family.
A few weeks later, she is back with her husband to share testimony to the glory of God.
Mount Zion,
land of deliverance and holiness.
My name is Mrs. Rosemary Emmanuel Charis. Formerly Rosemary Alade, and the man standing beside me is my husband, Pastor Emmanuel Charis. I'm the one that the Lord showed mercy. God showed me mercy. I want to appreciate God because I don't even know where to start from, but I'm going to start from how I just discovered that there's something wrong with my foundation. 10 to my 11 years of age, I started having series of dreams, like seeing myself in the graveyard as a young child. It's not as if I watch movies or scary movies, but I'll just see myself in graveyards with strange women, and to be so scary that I'll not be able to sleep in the night. I sleepwalk, that they will have to close the door, then sleep paralysis here and there. I'll make sure that I have to read Psalm. Even as a young child, then I have to read the Bible before I sleep. If I do not do that, then that night is something else. And I just discovered growing up as a teenager, men was not coming my way. As a teenager, you see some guys who just boys are liking, but I discovered they see me as pal instead of crush. Then it was when I clocked 26, the year I was supposed to graduate. Then I just sat down one day and I was like, what's going on? I always feel invisible. In a class of 300, where I was one of the leading students, one of my classmates one day just walked up to me and like, I was talking and he just looked at me and said, where have you been? Are you in this class? I was like, yes. And whenever we're doing project presentations, I'm always the lead I speak. He said he has not seen me in the class before. That was how bad. Even in the student fellowship, they made me the welfare. So even guys that are supposed to ask me out, they start calling me mama, mama, see me like their elder sister. I just got home and I told my mom there's something wrong. My sisters, they all got married at the age of 30. They married late. So I told her there's something wrong. And me, I don't want to go into this pattern. We need to do something. She's a deaconess in the church. And one of her friends said they are going to a mountain, that there's one young pastor that is organizing. That was the first place she took me to. The pastor came and he laid a hand on my head and he started praying, started shouting. And I wasn't falling down. I discovered I was bending my neck. I nearly lost my neck. I was like, girl, if you don't fall, you'll lose your neck. So I just have to fall. Then he left me. So the next one again, she took me to one pastor, give my mom some instructions. She should go and buy a 3-yacht black clothes, buy chicken, a black chicken. Once she gets there, she should not price it. She should buy it. She should get cowries. And my mom did all those things. In fact, it gets so worse that married men, divorcee, they just keep coming. If somebody wants to connect me with a person, he will connect me to somebody that is older than me, 20 years older than me. But the men that are supposed to see me, they will just friend zone me. They will ghost me. Or we'll be on the talking stage for like 2 years. We are still talking. They won't define the relationship. And you'll not be able to tell them, ask them, where are we going to? Because they will tag you desperate. Nothing was happening. So it was during my service here, I got connected with a friend of mine. She has been telling me about the man of God, that there's one prophet that her sister is going to. And I was like, what kind of fine prophet that buff up like this? Me, I don't know. So I was like, what kind of prophet would dress this nice? He's looking young. And that day it was even worse for me because something was just telling me I should not come. On the September 24, I came here. That was a week after my birthday. That was Prophet ministered to
2023?
2023. Prophet ministered to me, and that was the Deliverance. And the 31st crossover night, I was in church too, and the prophet just walked up to me and said, congratulations, sister. This year is your year. He touched me and he left. And by then I was like, I just believed because I decided to just believe in God and I know that God is going to do it. January 12th, my husband here just chatted me up. He said he has been seeing my profile and he has prayed about it and God gave him go ahead. He's not ready for jokes or anything. He just wants to marry me. That was the first day that he wants to marry me. I was like, Andy, so forward. And as God will have it, February 25th, we did our introduction. And to God be the glory. May 29, last month, we got married. We got the glory.
To the glory of God. People of God, they can do better than this. Congratulations, ma. Let's get to meet your husband.
Mount Zion.
Land of deliverance and holiness.
My name is Emmanuel Charis. I'm a pastor. I reside in Lagos. Early last year, I think January, I woke up and I had the Lord give me a word. And the word was Oluwa Pamileriayo. For those who don't understand Yoruba, Oluwa Pamileriayo means God has made me laugh. That same year, I was ministering somewhere. And then the man of God, after I ministered, came up and was ministering. And he said, there's someone here that God is about to make you laugh. That year, of course, I was trusting God that, okay, it will happen that year. But, of course, it didn't. Then January this year, 2024, I just have this heavy impression that it was going to be this year. Then while we were having our 21 days prayer and fasting, my spirit just kept going to her. I mean, I can't explain it. But of all the people in my circle, of all the girls in my circle, she was the one that my spirit was heavily impressed to chat with. And we've been friends for a while, but we don't talk, we don't chat. She used to like my posts on Facebook. I used to like her pictures as well. So there's no form of, we've never chatted in almost 1.5 years that we've been friends. That night, my spirit it was as if I was restless. And it was as if I just need to reach out to this person. I don't know. So I prayed overnight and I had the peace. So the next morning, I couldn't even wait to wake up. I just went straight, chatted her up, and I told her, what God told me. And I just told her straight from there that I want to marry you. You're going to be my wife. And I asked her a question. Can you marry a pastor? And she said she doesn't have any problem with marrying a pastor. Now, I said God gave me a word in 2023, January, Oluwa Pamile Ayo. I didn't know, coincidentally, that her name is actually Ayo. On Facebook, her name is Rosemary Alade. There's no Ayo there. It was after we met that I got to realize that Ayo is part of her. Actually, people call her with that Ayo than Rosemary. So it was more like, number one, a confirmation. And then when we got talking, the things that God told me about the wife that I was going to marry, everything was checked. And I'm like, oh my God, this can only be God. Because if I was, that's what the Bible says, as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So I went ahead, we met for the first time. Like they say, the rest is history. So I am here to also testify that God truly answers prayers. And God is
people of God, pull those hands together for Jesus Christ. Our brother said something earlier. He said he became so restless at a point that he just knew he had to reach out to her. And we actually know why he became restless. A word had already gone out. A word went out on the 31st. And so our brother did not have any choice than to look for the bone of his bone and the flesh of his flesh. How are you feeling now?
I'm filled with joy. I'm just happy.
Okay, ma. So when the man of God told you congratulations on the 31st, and even prior to that, he ministered to you, and then the spirits in you, manifested as we've seen. There was no relationship. It was not like looking like it is. How were you feeling?
I just had faith that God has done it. Because though I lost my faith in 2020, 2021, but I built my faith. Because I've seen series of testimonies, and I just believe that I'm next. And not long, he walked to me and he said, congratulations. And I'm like, it's settled. It's settled already.
Oh, God, put your hands together for Jesus Christ once again. Congratulations once again, ma. Now, sir, when you got to know her, during those times, did she at any point tell you about the prophecy she got from the man of God about her deliverance? And if so, what was your impression about it?
Oh, yes. She told me about the first prophecy. That was the 1st of December, that the man of God pointed to her and said that this is her time. So when she told me about the prophecy, number one, it was more like God was already planning the entire union right from the first time he gave me that prophetic word in January 2003. So 2023 rather. So when she told me that, I just knew that this is the hand of God. And whoever I'm not, until that time I haven't had any interactions with Prophet Adetuberu. But when she told me that, I began to also look forward to watching his videos on Facebook, because it can only take a true prophet of God to be so direct and to be so accurate and precise, right? To be very precise. So I felt that this is a true prophet of God, and this is Mount Zion where there is holiness and deliverance. This is for him. Mount Zion shall be deliverance and holiness. And truly, the house of Jacob are possessing their possession in this place. I'm so blessed to be here. She was like, "Hope you're not tired." I said, "Tired. The fire in this place is too much to be tired. I can't be tired."
Now, there are so many persons in the situation you were before, the deliverance came through for you. What word of advice do you have for such souls this afternoon?
As many that are in my... First of all, I would like to go back to the waiting time, having to wait. The pressure is not here. As a single sister, when you are 30 plus, and pressure from family. There'll be pressure from friends. The pressure was so much that my sister gave my number out online. Once she sees I am looking for a single sister to marry, my sister will DM that person and say, if you are serious, call this number. Well, I just want them to, first of all, don't be desperate about it, because the devil will send his sons to. Once they discover they're desperate, the sons of the devil will start coming in. Some will even disguise like believers. But once you try, and they will just try to deprive you of the standard of God. Once you tell them, this is your standard, they will tell you, I mean, the church is by the mercy of God, we are not consumed. The mercy, I was like, no. As long as you cannot go with the standard of God. Anybody that doesn't follow the standard of God, please, is not of God. So please don't be pressured. Don't be desperate. Just have faith. Keep believing. Keep coming. Though it may tarry, but rest assured it will surely come to pass.
My advice is from Proverbs 20 verse 18. Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. As a single brother, see, don't use your gimmicks or your strategies or your wisdom to finding a life partner. It was true in the place of prayer that I got a heavy impression about her, that she was the one. So my advice first and foremost is that as a single brother, get your prayer life on fire. Many guys these days, we are looking for a woman who is beautiful, who has, yes, I mean, beauty and physical attraction is very important, but it is more important to focus on the godly values. Focus on the character. Focus on the inner person of the woman. And as you do this, God will help them to find their right partner.
Those occasions that the man of God had ministered to you, were you asked to pay anything for the ministration?
Not at all. I wasn't asked to pay a dime.
Right about now, I would like the both of you to wave your hands back to Jesus Christ, who has done this marvelous thing in your life, and say, thank you, Jesus, for delivering our family.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus, for granting us a beautiful home.
Thank you, Jesus, for granting us a beautiful family.
And thank you so much.
Follow us on this page, GF Adetuberu Ministries. For more videos, you too can be healed, delivered, and blessed. Distance is not a barrier in the realm of the Spirit.